Tiếp theo xin mời số báo danh 02 bạn Nguyễn Gia Bảo đến từ trường Trung học cơ sở Đồng Nguyên, học sinh của lớp 9B.
Next we have contestant number 2 from NGUYEN Secondary School, Nguyen Gia Bao.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nguyen Gia Bao, a boy 14 and a student here in my lovely Class 9B Dongwon Secondary School. My school has a lot of trees and benches which are great for students to relax. My friends say that I'm energetic, smart, friendly, and funny, but sometimes too talkative. I really enjoy playing sports, one of which is basketball. When I have anything to do, I usually listen to music, especially Taylor Swift's. My favorites of her are Folklore, Lover, and 1989. Listening to her song and understanding her lyrics is one of the ways that help me to learn English. To me, it's not just a normal subject at school. It's how I find a different me, it's helped me to explore an entirely different world, and it's also an important tool to help me achieve my dream, which is travel around the world. But as you know, I'm hesitant to travel because the natural wonders are being seriously affected by the people's hand. So what is it that makes so many people hesitant? Let me help you to figure it out with my topic. So, the environment is this natural surroundings which help humans, animals, plants, and other living things to survive and thrive. It plays a really important part in the human life. But nowadays, it is affected by many of the people's act, which is deforestation, urbanization, oil spill, air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. All of these factors lead to strange phenomena happening such as climate change, global warming, and greenhouse effects. To gain a deeper insight into this topic, let's figure out the environmental problem here in my hometown, Bắc Ninh province. As you know, Bắc Ninh is the smallest province in the country located in the northeast of Hanoi. It is famous for many of its traditional craft villages and industrial factories thanks to its large vacant area and high human resources. But ironically, that's the reason why pollution becomes a really serious problem here. Firstly, I want to mention air pollution, which is one of the most alarming environmental problems in Bắc Ninh. As you know, air pollution is a major change in the composition of the air, mainly due to smoke, vapors, and foreign gases being introduced into the air, having an odor, reducing visibility that causes climate change and disease in humans and other organisms such as animals and fruit crops. Air pollution can be classified into two parts, invisible and tangible air pollution, mainly caused by toxic chemical fumes, carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide emitted from cars and factories, building and destroying structure, or melt and burn fossil fuels. Obviously, it's not doubt that air pollution has some serious effects on the people's health in my hometown. It is caused skin cancer and many other diseases such as asthma, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Moreover, it can harm early brain development in children, accelerate aging of lungs, or decrease lung functions. In current years, the number of people suffering from the disease has been at an alarming rate, and if we don't act to prevent air pollution, these numbers will skyrocket. Secondly, with the rapid growth of industrialization in urban areas, the water around us is getting more and more polluted. The reason for water pollution is due to the uncontrolled quantities of chemicals or wastewater and fertilizer and pesticide from agricultural production being discharged directly into bodies of waters. Water pollution may not have immediate harm, but can lead to negative consequences after long-term exposure. Its effect will be extremely severe. The water supply will be unsafe, and a lot of people who use the water from these rivers and lakes will be directly threatened. Many people have got cholera, dysentery, and typhoid due to water pollution. And if we don't act to stop it now, it would be epidemic soon. As I said before, Bắc Ninh, our province, is known for many traditional craft villages. But contrary to the modern development of technology, some villages are still using some outdated technology. The most iconic example is Phong Khê Paper Village. Every day, they discharge a lot of toxic substances, garbages, and wastewater directly into rivers and lakes that leads to water pollution. Therefore, indigenous people are all face the bad consequences as fatal disease. So, what should we do? What are the solutions to these environmental problems? For local commission, they need to implement stricter laws, rules, measures, and appropriate penalties for water and air pollution management. Requiring industries and plants to filter their exhausted waste before releasing it into the environment. Every company and business must comply strictly with the law in order to protect the environment. If not, they will be severely fined. For individual, we should use more eco-friendly products, need to plant more trees, we should cut down on our own travel by start cycling or walking or go by public transportation. Every citizen needs to understand the importance of the concept of reuse, reduce, and recycle. Every household should use more clean energy sources and clean energy saving appliances. But in my opinion, the best solutions to this problem is to raise the people environmental awareness with an appropriate educational program that can educate the people about the importance and the essential role of the environment. In short, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the fruits and vegetables we eat will be worse off if we don't take actions to keep the planet green and beautiful. It could definitely be exhausted and difficult at times, but we just need to try for our own future and for the next generations as well. Severn Kilya Suzuki once said at the 1992 Real Earth Summit that if you don't know how to fix it, please stop breaking it. Thanks for listening.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Excellent presentation. Very
Thank you.
important.
Thank you.
Right. What do you do yourself to help the environment?
Okay, for myself, I'm just like an individual in this province of millions of people. So the things I do every day is I follow the importance of the concept of reuse, reduce, recycle. I recycle everything that can be recycled, like card boxes, papers, bottles, and I reuse and reduce the amount of, I reuse something that I can be recycled, and I reduce the amount of plastic that I need to use. And I replace that with environmental friendly products.
Excellent answer.
Thank you.
Good morning, BAO.
Good morning, judges.
Very good presentation, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you think that companies should pay penalties for how much they pollute the environment, and the money could be used, for example, to clean up the environment? Do you think that would work?
So the thing you're saying is that the company should spend some money to clean the environment after they making it worse?
Yeah, basically, yes.
So I really think that they should do two things. First is they need to filter their exhausted waste before releasing it into the environment. And the second thing is, as you said, they would spend some monies to, because after they filter it, it's not that still not clean, so they need to also have some money to spend to clean it more, or just to help the environment to rebirth after they polluted it.
I understand, yeah.
Thank you.
Good solution, thank you.
Hi, BAO.
Hi, Judge.
How are you?
I'm good, but I'm pretty nervous.
Yeah, you did a good save on the technology there. Well done.
Thank you.
Your English is very good.
Thank you for that.
I'd like to know how you deal with your family and friends on this topic of pollution. If you see friends that don't care, or maybe family members that don't really care, or don't feel that they can make a difference, how do you convince them that each person can?
Okay, so to my friends in my class, I am a pretty high-powered person, so I can tell everyone to do the right things when they do the wrong things. Like when they litter the yard of the school, I will tell them to put it immediately back to the cans. And I also plan some projects in my class so that everyone can understand the concept of reuse, reduce, and recycle, and help the locals parks or the local streets to just clean up them. And to my family, in my family, everyone understands the importance of the environment. But if they do not, I will sit with them and to tell them that the environment that we're living in is being in danger. So we really need to do that because it's the environment we're living in, not something that don't matter to us.
Good answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
What does your school do to help the environment?
Okay, so I'm very proud of my school, and my school also cares about the environment. So for the air pollution, every year they would plant more trees and flowers around classes and in the schoolyard. They have the students to clean up the school every week. They have some project about reuse, reduce, and recycle. They tell the students how to replace the plastic and not environmental friendly products with environmentally friendly products, and have like 2 weeks a time to have a class about 45 minutes and teaching about the environment and what we have to do next and what we are facing now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that was a great one.
Xin cảm ơn bạn Gia Bảo về phần trình bày của mình. Ở bên dưới khán giả có bạn nào có một câu hỏi dành cho Gia Bảo không ạ?
Any questions that you would like to ask to Zabao? But make sure that the question has something to do with his presentation, the topic of his presentation. Don't ask his number, by the way. Okay. Okay, any questions? I'll come to you if you have questions. Oh, there. Wow. I think I should give something to those students who's going to ask questions. Okay, where are you? Okay, there you are.
Do you think the government should have the solution to decrease the pollution in general? If yes, what solutions should they have?
Okay, so the environment is the highest authority in the country, so they are the one that needs to do this work the most. Firstly, they need to tell the people of their country that these pollution are damaging our own country and and the environment that we're living in. So we really have to fix it right today. And the second thing they need to do is to have to pass some bills and some legislation about the things that they need to fix and spend the appropriate numbers of monies, not to spend billions or trillions just to do nothing.
Okay, thanks for your answer.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Any other questions? Anyone else who wants to ask a question?
Còn bạn nào có câu hỏi dành cho Gia Bảo không ạ?
Okay, I guess we're done. Thank you, Zabao.
Thank you everyone for listening.
Cảm ơn Gia Bảo về phần trả lời rất là thuyết phục của em.